I'm joined with singer songwriter Anonimiss Rose. She's a singer, a songwriter, and just recently she's a radio personality as well. And we're gonna talk about everything that's going on with Anonimiss Rose musically and the radio gig that you got going on. But
Yes,
first,
yes,
and you got an EP on the way as well. So we'll get into
yes,
that
sir, I do.
as well. So first things first, how did you get started into music?
Man, I'd have to tell you a long story, but I don't have the time. So look, I've been singing really since the age of 3 years old. Man, like my mom has always been a singer. You know what I'm saying? It's in my family. It's in our blood. So it started in church, and then from in church as I got older and realized my potential as a writer. You know what I'm saying? At the age of like 13, 14, that's when I started to turn to write music. And I spent time, and I was like, well, I never really thought about actually taking my passion and actually turning it into me being a singer. So once I did that, I put my mind to it and a grind to it, man. Everything just started to blossom, and that's the person I am today, man. I can say that I've been doing this since I was in a diaper.
So, true story. I first heard of you a couple of years ago. You did a song with Cobb Ransom and Body Bad Dad. You did a song off their collaboration project, and y'all performed the song together at an album, like celebrating the release of their collaboration project. And that's
Yes,
and,
yes,
and
at
yes,
Big Hair headquarters. Yep.
yeah, I was there that night. I'm good friends with Cobb and Body Bad Dag. Shout out to them. Of course, Cobb Ransom is now known as Distant. Now he's changed his name, so that's how I heard of you. And then I kind of got reintroduced right back to you. Now that you're doing music, more music now, and you got this EP on the way. So let's talk about this EP. What was it like recording it, and what can people expect?
Man, oh, I'd say I can't lie, and I can't even hide it out no more. I've been working on this 6 song EP for about 5 years now, and it's just because living around Lexington, we understand that we're trying to build the foundation for our music as a whole, as R&B, soul, and hip hop artists. So it takes a lot to prove to somebody that you got it, because you have all of these other artists that are not even from here or that are from here that have blown up and become so major. And I wanted to take my toll on it as an independent artist. So I've been building connections with the right people, talking with the right people, keeping good vibes and positivity around me, and it just came together. Like Euphoria is satirical at the same time. It means happiness. There is happiness in it, but it shows the transition from being unhappy to getting to the point of being happy and being okay with your situation. So, I mean, it's for my ladies. I'm not gonna lie, men. Men, I try. I promise on the album, I'll hit y'all with all the love. But this is strictly for my ladies. I just want everybody to have a door, a window to look inside of me and to know who Anonymous really is, and to appreciate my craft for what it is, because it's not like anything else you'll hear. So I've been so excited. Finally, it's gonna drop April 29th. It is the final release date for it, and it is coming out. No ifs, ands, or buts. Slap on the wrist. So, I mean, I want to shout out to Obvious Bane, who is my producer at House of Bars. Man, it's dope. His work is dope, and Black Rose as well. He does my mixing and mastering. So within my team, man, we're trying to make it work, and you guys are gonna love it. I can't wait for you guys to hear it.
I'm definitely looking forward to hearing it as well. And as for the fellas, some reasonable fellas can understand that a lady like yourself got to speak to the fellow ladies out there. So it's
Man, yes, our generation is running wild. I'm not gonna preach or nothing like that, but I want to present an image to where you don't have to be. It's your option. If you want to be naked, you can be naked, but you don't have to be naked to show who you are, or to show your worth, or to showcase your talent. You can be beautiful just the way you are. Regular girls are back in. Point blank, period. Hashtag regular girls, because regular girls are back in. You don't need all of that extra, and I'm trying to bring that back. because if nothing else, if anybody sees me on a day-to-day basis, I love being who I am, and I love me. So I want to portray that message to these ladies. You know, I deal with heartbreak. We deal with encouragement. We deal with you know, certain situations that pop up that we're not expecting or used to, and that's what this tape holds. But in the end, it gives a message to a woman that, hey, never be ashamed to be who you are. Never be ashamed to feel how you feel, whether you're happy or whether you aren't happy. You get what I'm saying? So it's like it's crazy. Even the album cover shows a picture of me turned upside down, and everybody's like, "What is that?" I'm like, because it takes a while to get to happiness. Your world's turned upside down before you can even get there. So I mean, I'm trying. I want to teach these people something. I got a lesson.
April 29th is the name, is the date, I should say, of this EP. So everybody keep an eye on that. Now, I know you have a SoundCloud, obviously. Is this EP going to be available in a variety of digital music platforms as well?
It will be, this EP will be available on all platforms. So I have been dealing with this show, how I really wanted to do it. I was like, I could drop it just on SoundCloud and just leave it, but I actually want everybody to be able, you know, whether you got an iPhone, whether you got an Android, if you don't have SoundCloud, never heard of it, you know, Spotify, iTunes, you know, Google Play, like all of that stuff. I'm really working hard to make sure that it's distributed on all platforms so that everybody can listen to it and vibe to it. This is something you're going to want to play in your car, Kenny. I promise you.
I already know. I definitely seen you perform multiple times now. And you have truly an amazing singing voice. There's a lot of talented soul R&B singers out here in Lexington and Central Kentucky all together, and people right. And you know, people just think of, I guess, the state of Kentucky is country music and horse racing and college basketball, which is accurate, but it's more than that. So
right, we have all sides. We have every single side of the aspect that, you know, of course, you know, our demographic outweighs our talent, but you know, I feel like this upcoming year, we're gonna create a wave. You know what I'm saying? And then if everybody's on that wave, then the foundation that we'll lay will be fine for everybody that comes after us. You know, and it starts with us, the seasoned little people that have been doing music since like 16, 17. Like I'm now 25. You know what I'm saying? I've been doing this for a while, and it's just now starting to kind of hit the surface of Lexington. So I'm appreciated by all of this, like all of the support that I have gained, because I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked. I didn't think, I truly didn't think, but I love my city so much for doing that and for doing that for me, and I'm glad that I can give something back to them. It's just like it's like reciprocated. I love it.
So speaking of, you know, getting the word out on the music scene locally, so a while back, a fellow singer, songwriter, Miss Tina Fondren, and a plethora of others like yourself has gotten this music show series together called Lex Soul. A while back, it was a ladies' headline show, and tonight's show is gonna be for the R&B fellas. And
yes, all men, all men. Let me tell you how they did Bikini though. Okay. They try to pull the queen in all the time. Yeah. I was supposed to be relaxing and put my feet up as an alumni, you know. They done pulled me in. And I got all kinds of great songs with these artists, and I love every single one of them. And they wanted me to perform them, so and they got me in the mix. I always end up getting pulled up into it, but I can't help but love that people are actually excited about Lexo, because when Lexo first started, you know, it was humble beginnings, nonprofit. You know, it's actually, we're trying to work out a way to where this is actually promoting our local artists. We have something that you guys can come to, promote yourselves, bring your fan base, come on out, let's have a great time, and let's enjoy everybody's company and music. And it creates such a wonderful vibe. I'm not gonna lie to you, this is my third one. in a row. And I tell Tina every time, girl, you're on to something. You're on to something brand new that nobody's doing right now, and it can be successful. So we're pushing, like, tonight, guys, if you're not doing nothing, Office Lounge off of Eastland Parkway, hey, come on out. Show's at 9:30, $10 at the door. We will be here live.
And also, it's a semi-formal event. So you
It
can't.
is. It is a semi-formal event, so come out, look, don't come out and,
No,
whatever, but
no.
look nice.
Yeah, that they got, show some style. Get a little suit or maybe some dress pants, a dress shirt. Screw on sexy. That's what it is.
Yeah, grown and sexy.
So, in addition to that, you have now gone, from, the singer and songwriter role. Now you are a radio personality. You and some friends have debuted PYT
Man.
Radio this past week. Talk about how did that came about.
Well, I have to say that this was actually like a blessing that fell out of the sky, Kenny. Like, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I am not a DJ, but my friends and we've always brainstormed about us having our own show, and I tried out for shout out to Mark Edwards. I tried out for the City versus City League professional hip hop team, and I actually made callbacks. So when you audition and you did, if you did make callbacks, they presented us with a couple of opportunities, and the radio show just kind of was like, "Yo, here you go," and I was like, "Whoa, wait, for real?" You know what I'm saying? I called the girls up and was like, "Yo, we got a radio show, yo, like we excited." So I get the girls together, we get to brainstorming, and the first thing that I could think of was just make sure that you put your city on. Like, and I always tell them, I work in a standpoint to leave something behind for my people. I don't ever do something just in a sense of to do it for myself, but I built the radio station to be like, yo, if nothing else, if I take off and I go on tour and I'm shooting here and there, DJ Nani can't always be there, but I've got something left behind for everybody that is here in the city. You know what I'm saying? That showcases their music locally, and it's all local music from Kentucky. Hip hop, R&B, trap, soul, neo soul, you name it. We spin everybody from here, from Lexington. Some people like it, of course. Some people don't. But it's to get the word out, and people actually, tune in and listen. I'm surprised at the turnout of it all. I bless God for everything.
I got a chance to listen to one of the shows this past weekend. Check you out at Facebook Live. You're getting turned up and everything. And I will say, as a fellow radio personality, you have it. You have the personality, you got the charisma, you got energy, you got the enthusiasm. I feel like you was always meant to be a radio personality. The singing thing is incredible, but you got the radio thing patted down too. So I say congrats to you and the ladies on the first week.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
And just keep going, because we definitely need more radio personalities. We need more local radio shows that's going to play local music, and there are some people that's already doing it, but we can always want some more. So
exactly. You can never have enough. And especially with Lexington building the scene that we're trying to build and achieve. Like, with DJ Sister Girl and DJ Yo Stacy, we sit down and we talk all the time. Like, it's for fun, but we're doing this for a purpose. We're trying to encourage young artists to get out here and do it. Even if you do it just because you love it. If you're doing it for the money, to do it for the money, but do it for something. You know what I'm saying? Don't just be out here doing it for just anything. Do it for something, and make sure that it benefits you in the long run. And I can honestly say that this has been nothing but for real, honestly, a reason for me and my girls to get together and act a fool. And the show is uncensored, you know what I'm saying? So we actually have like the uncensored rights and all of that stuff to it. So we go all the way in late night. So tune in.
So where can people listen to the show, and where can people go for more info on PYT Radio?
So for for more information for PYT Radio, we actually have a Facebook, we have an Instagram, and we also have a personal email as well. For the Facebook and Instagram, it is PYT Radio, just straight. For our email, for anybody that wants to send in local tracks, it's going to be pytradiobih, BIH, @gmail.com. If you wanting to send in songs, if you wanting to book an interview, anything like that, man, you just contact us and we get it all set up for you all.
So I'm definitely looking forward to hearing more PYT Radio in the future for sure. And also, you mentioned the whole city versus city thing. That's next week, I believe.
Yes, April 20th. It is going down. It is going down at 7 p.m. at the North Side Ramada Inn, 2143 North Broadway. It's going down. It's going down. 15 of the best out of Lexington will be selected to go on and compete against other cities. There's 34 cities in the tournament. So we go on to compete against these teams and we rock out and show who's the best. And I just so happen to be one of them. So I'm excited, nervous, and ecstatic all in the same city.
Very, very excited as well. It is going to be at Lexington after all, so we do have the home crowd advantage in that regard. So.
Oh yes, and they've been talking smack too. They've been talking a whole lot of smack. But I can honestly say I'm proud of my Lexington crew because some have bitten back, and some are just like, we just gonna wait till y'all get here. But it's all love. And it's all friendly competition. And I love that we all, as artists, independent artists from like Mississippi, Alabama, Philadelphia, you name it, you name it. We all understand at the end of the day that this is a competition, but it is a friendly competition to where we all can seize opportunities and get to know new people and network. Because that's what the independent artistry is all about. You don't have a label to back up on. You don't have someone to drop a couple bands and back you up and sponsor you. You're really doing this all by yourself. You got a full-time job. Some are students. Some are moms and dads. So some are taking care of their parents. Some people are still wards of the state, young babies. So it's about creating a safe haven for everyone to feel like, you know what, I can come and be me and still fight for something that I want. And it's beautiful. We still gonna win though. I'm gonna let them know that we still gonna take it. We gonna take the trophy. But I'm glad that y'all feel good about it.
Well, Anonymous, it was great chatting with you. Thank you so much for being on the show this evening.
Hey man, Kenny, thank you so much for the opportunity, man. Make sure y'all tune in to my homeboy Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C. Evenings.
I may have to make that as my new intro. With the little singing.
Hey, link up with me. I got you.
Have a great show tonight at the Lex show, and have a great show next week as well. And we'll see each other again soon.
All right, Kenny. Thank you so much, guys. Good night. Have a great night.
You too.